I'm Markia.
Want to hear something scary?
The locker, a high school possession. The principal asked Chica to clean out Khadijah's locker. It had been a week since the funeral, and Khadijah's mother hadn't come to pick up the belongings. There had been a party. The cops had shown up and everyone ran. Khadijah took a shortcut, fell into the river, and now she was gone. It took only a minute for Chica to scoop Khadijah's belongings into her own backpack. At first glance, everything seemed normal about the locker. All Khadijah had left was an AP statistics textbook, a tube of bright red lipstick, and a mirror hanging on the inside door. After a moment, Chica moved to close the locker until she heard a voice.
What lovely skin,
the voice cooed. Chica squinted into the locker, shadows nearly swallowing the locker whole. She stilled, trying to find the source of that eerie voice, certain she had misheard. Then the voice spoke again.
What a beautiful girl.
The voice was sweet, no louder than a whisper, oddly familiar. Almost like Khadijah's voice, but Chica couldn't be sure. They weren't friends, though people like the principal always assumed they were. Chica didn't have friends like Khadijah did, but in their chilly Maryland town, their similar ebony skin and midnight eyes stuck out. In fact, when Chica would pass Khadijah in the hallways, chatting with her large group of attentive blonde friends, Chica sometimes daydreamed that she and Khadijah were long-lost sisters. They both wore their hair natural. Khadijah always had hers tucked neatly behind a pristine silk scarf. A scarf she wore to match the other girls. Neat, like Khadijah's locker. Neat in all the ways that Chica was not. The shadows in Khadijah's locker suddenly gave way to a pristine, folded blue and white silk scarf. It was beautiful. Better than any of the other ones she had seen Khadijah wear. Chica's fingers itched to touch the fine silk. A sensation, like invisible hands, came over her palms. Chica reached in, curling the scarf around her palm.
It would fit you so nicely. Try it on,
that soft voice suggested. How could Chica refuse it? Even as her skin prickled, she knotted the scarf around her neck. Though it was silk, it felt heavy on Chica's neck, like a paperweight on her collarbone. Chica looked up at the mirror and almost screamed. She didn't just look like Khadijah. In that moment, she was Khadijah. The scarf somehow warped her skin, transformed her face. Chica tried to pull at the scarf. It wouldn't budge, locked tight like an iron necklace. Blood bubbled in her throat. It was suffocating her, snuffing her out. Chica gave it another tug, and her elbow cracked against the mirror. The scarf slid off of her neck, and in the now cracked glass, Chica saw she had her face again. Trembling, Chica left the scarf in the locker, twisting the lock and shutting the door tight. It was nothing, Chica told herself. She would wait for Khadijah's mom to get the scarf. 2 days passed before the locker started to rot. It was a curdling smell that took up the entire hallway, sour and imposing. A stench that followed the students from classroom to classroom. Chica tried to avoid looking at Khadijah's locker on her way to math class, but she saw the unmistakable grime of shadows on its outer edges. She noticed a janitor and the principal trying to pry the locker open. "Did you try the combination?" The principal barked as students stopped to stare. "It's stuck shut," the janitor told him with a grunt. The bell rang, clearing the hallway, and Chica pressed nearer to the locker and its overpowering stench. Chica gagged as she got closer, then pressed a shaky hand on the lock. With one twist, it gave way, like it had been waiting to open, just for her.
Put me on, and everyone will love you,
that haunting voice promised from the dark. The shadows dripped from every dark crevice in the locker now, but the scarf hadn't been touched. It was still folded in the center of the locker, pristine. Khadijah pristine. Chica ignored the chill that ran up her spine, and she reached in once more. The scarf settled on Chica's neck, and she didn't pull away from the weight this time. She let it wrap itself around her and breathed in. The hallway now smelled like lilacs, not like rot, but like perfection. Chica, would you like to come hang with us? A sweet voice called from next to her. Across the hall, Khadijah's blonde friends had watched Chica try on the scarf with wide smiles, their own silk scarves tight around their necks and wrapped in their hair. Chica had been noticed. She looked just like one of them. Chica's hand tightened the scarf around her neck as she moved to close the locker. Before the door shut, Chica caught her reflection in Khadijah's cracked mirror. She saw the face that she wore was definitely not her own. That face smiled right back at her, happy with the life it now possessed.